Certainly. Income inequality in the United States has been a topic of discussion for many years. According to the Pew Research Center, income inequality is measured using the 90-10 ratio, the income of those at the high end, 90th percentile, of the income distribution relative to the income of those at the low end, 10th percentile. In this analysis, which draws on data from the American Community Survey and U.S. decennial censuses, it was found that income inequality has increased within racial and ethnic groups in America. The U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis updated its data series on income inequality in the United States in late 2021. This update adds data for 2019 and extends the data back to 2000, making this a very useful series for understanding how economic inequality evolved over the past 2 decades. The history of income inequality in the United States can be categorized into 2 main stages, the Great Convergence and the Great Divergence. The Great Convergence is the period from the 1920s to the 1970s, characterized by a decreasing share of total income received by the very top income stratum, indicating more equality. The Great Divergence is the period after the 1970s when the United States saw a gradual de-equalization of income, with the income distribution becoming increasingly top-heavy. Scholars and others differ as to the causes and significance of the divergence. Researchers have found that income inequality can have negative effects on health, happiness, social trust, economic growth, and financial stability. It can also create envy, resentment, hopelessness, and lower opportunities for social mobility. Less equal societies have less stable economies. High levels of income inequality are linked to economic instability, financial crisis, debt, and inflation. Income inequality is also a major determinant of quality of life, affecting the health and well-being of individuals and families. Some of the causes of income inequality include technological progress, globalization, commodity price cycles, and domestic economic policies such as redistributive fiscal policies, labor, and product market policies. Income is derived from assets like land, factories, buildings, etc. In developing countries, very few people own a large amount of income-earning assets, and a large number of people own very small of such income-earning assets. The relationship between poverty and income inequality is that they are linked in a mathematical/mechanical sense. Measures of income inequality and poverty are summary statistics often calculated from the same distribution, household income. Therefore, we would expect these measures will be linked. The strength of the relationship between inequality and poverty will depend on the extent to which any inequality measure is sensitive to dispersion of income in the lower half of the income distribution. Some of the major causes of poverty include the inability of poor households to invest in property ownership, limited/poor education leading to fewer opportunities, limited access to credit. In some cases, creating more poverty via inherited poverty, and the systematic exclusion of ethnic minorities, ethnic castes, tribes, women and people with disabilities from participating in fair economic enterprise and access to institutions/markets. Income inequality can have negative effects on health, happiness, social trust, economic growth, and financial stability. It can also create envy, resentment, hopelessness, and lower opportunities for social mobility. Researchers have found that effects of income inequality include higher rates of health and social problems, and lower rates of social goods, a lower population-wide satisfaction and happiness, and even a lower level of economic growth when human capital is neglected for high-end consumption. Higher levels of inequality create distrust and higher levels of stress and anxiety leading to depression, drug use, poor community life, parenting problems, and stress-related diseases. There are several ways to reduce income inequality. Some of them include increasing the minimum wage, progressive taxation, education and training programs, and social welfare programs. Thanks for watching. If you got value from this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Share and see you soon.